I see a lot of people that talk about how everybody's cooked in this generation, or how we're all screwed, or society's effed, or we're watching society die and crumble. It's like, yeah, so what? I mean, I'm not trying to be degrading here. It's just like, it all happens at some point. And this is not the first time that this has happened. I mean, there have been many resets throughout history where things just happen because they happen that way. I mean, that's part of the story, like the Library of Alexandria, right? Well, it was not everything that was burned that was the story. Now the story is about how we moved on from everything being burned away. And this is really what enlightenment is all about. And I think the reason that many people are suffering and everybody's cooked, and always has been, I mean, it's really, nothing really new. The reason why everybody's cooked is because they want to be suffering unnecessarily. And they still think that there's someone to suffer. I mean, this is one of the reasons why spiritual warfare is the way that it is. This is one of the reasons why people are so fixated on spiritual warfare in the spiritual communities. They're like, oh, I've just been experiencing so much warfare. Or you'll see content creators, and I'm guilty of this, in the past, before I started to let go of my attachments to following Christ. When I started to let go of my attachments to who I thought God was supposed to be, and just acknowledged who the soul of existence actually is and what the soul of existence actually is, I started to see reality and truth a lot more clear. And I started to see what is the way, the truth, and the life. It's much more simple than we make it out to be. And this is one of the reasons why I see so many people just suffering unnecessarily. Like, they're convinced that they're supposed to see God in a certain way, or they're supposed to see life in a certain way. They're supposed to get a this to do a that, and to do a that to get a this. And it's like, once you let go of the attachments of how you think that God's supposed to be a certain way, or that you think that life's supposed to be a certain way, everything really opens up to you in such a degree that you never even really thought was possible, because you didn't realize how many limiting beliefs that you had about yourself for so long. I mean, no wonder everybody's cooked. Everybody's partaking in limited beliefs. Everybody has limited beliefs. And I want to show you, like in my Godlike Mastery offer, for example, I want to show you how to destroy your limiting beliefs. I want to destroy your belief systems. Belief systems don't work. They just don't. Sooner or later, you're going to have to let them go. And some of you might be upset about that. Some of you might not be. Some of you might hear my words and say, wow, this is exactly what I've been resonating with. This is the frequency that I've been trying to tune into. This is the sovereign signal timeline that I want to be on. Well, welcome. You're welcome here, if that's the case for you. And it seems to me that the reason why so many people are suffering unnecessarily is also because they kind of want to. And this is why I don't tell people to do my Godlike Mastery offer, or to be in the Regal Academy that I have, or to take a one-on-one session call with me. Like, don't do these things if you're not really wanting to. Because if you feel like you're obligated to do something spiritual, it's not going to actually work for you. You have to be so determined, so devoted to the truth. And what the truth is, you don't care what the truth is, you just want the truth. You have to be so devoted to the truth that like you're willing to let go of anything and everything to be one in the truth, to be one with the soul of existence. You're willing to let it all go. Until you get to that point, you might as well not even work with me. You might as well not, don't work with me. Don't watch my videos. Don't do anything unless you're really feeling the call. And I've had people reach out to me recently about, you know, their interest, but they're like window shoppers, right? They're like window shopping for my services, or they're window shopping for other people's services, or they're just looking like to hear content creators tell them how spiritually attacked they are. And it's like, this is not going to help anybody. You're perpetuating a victim narrative without even knowing you're a victim narrative. That's dangerous. And I know this because I was even caught up in that. There was a couple years ago where I would make videos about chosen ones being targeted and purposefully targeted. Now, to a degree, there's some truth in that, but it's not the truth that you think that it is. And it's not a narrative where you're actually a victim. It's just, you are a glitch in the system. So naturally the system's going to try to like fight against you, but it's not the people that are fighting against you. Okay? Because the people themselves are divine. All beings of life are divine. But what's actually going on here is that the people are seeing the truth for what it really is, and they don't know how to handle it. So they have to develop this, someone inside me is being attacked, rather than just, oh, there's the hellishness. So there's heavenliness. So, you know, instead of being detached from the outcome and just aiming to embody the outcome instead of being, you know, whatever else, you're perpetuating this victim narrative about being cooked or about being targeted or whatever the case is. And this is not helping your case to get out of this hellishness. You have to continue to ignore reality. Like, you have to ignore what you think is going on and just simply embody what you want to have happen. It sounds delusional, but like, what else are you going to do? You're going to be like, well, I'm going to be a realist about this. Now, I'm guilty of this as well. Guilty of wanting to be a realist. Well, the facts show this. Like, I have to be real with myself. The fuck? No, you don't. You don't have to be real. You have to just embody the truth. Because the truth is, you are the commandments. The truth is that you are love. The truth is that you are light. The truth is that you are so much more than you could possibly imagine yourself to be. And that is a beautiful experience, but it's also kind of harrowing, because you're going to see just how limiting you've put yourself in a cage with. And the parable that I've been using recently is where it's like, I'm showing you that you're in a prison and I have the keys to offer you. I have the keys to help you be uncooked. And yet you're too busy focused on the color of the cell in this prison to think about how to actually just, you know, get out of the prison. So why wouldn't you take the keys? Well, because you want to be in the prison. And that's okay. Some of you guys are just not ready. And I know, like, for me, I wasn't ready for a long time. It has to happen organically. It has to happen organically. If you're focused on trying to be something or someone, like, if you're so focused on trying to be someone in the system that you forget that there really isn't a someone or a system either, you're going to perpetuate yourself into this victim mentality that really doesn't get you anywhere. So, do you want to embody the Regal timeline narrative with me? Or do you want to keep... And with me, meaning that I know that I'm playing a role. Like, I'm the education, not the educator. So, do you want to be on the Regal timeline narrative with me? Or do you want to perpetuate yourself into victim mentalities? The choice is yours. So, are you in or are you out? And I'll leave you with that. Stay blessed. Peace. Until next time.